why would someone who is already satisfied with his or her life consider learning more about or engaging in this path? What does this path offer him or her that he or she doesn't already have?
Well, let's take the first question. So the first question is, if you're satisfied with your mundane life and the pursuit of worldliness, then there's no reason for you to seek out a path like this. Everything is up to what we want. I wanted a guru. I wanted liberation. I wanted to be free of all my lousy karmic habits with my poor mental conditioning. It's something that I wanted and I longed for, and I wanted to experience this mad love, this all-consuming love for God, not just as a glimpse, but on a constant basis. And so because that's what I wanted, desire is the seed for these things. And because I had this desire, which we call the desireless desire, to find a spiritual guru who can lead us on the path home, I found my guru. God presented my guru to me because that was my wish and my constant prayer. And so if it's not something you're looking for and you're just happy with the fantasies of worldly life, fine. You don't need to enter any spiritual path. You don't need a spiritual guru either. So the second question is very, very important, though. And read it again, please.
What can it offer him or her that he or she might not already have?
Right, so that's the big question, and that's the most important question, because yes, a true spiritual path, and to be clear, the path and the guru are one and the same. If you have a Sadguru, a true spiritual leader, who has the power to transmit grace, that is the path. There's no difference between the guru and the path at that point. And so there's a lot that such an approach, such a path can offer you. For example, we ask a simple question here. Do you wake up with your heart singing and dancing in indescribable joy? And if not, why not? And so one of the things that a path such as ours can offer is that you gradually begin to experience this indescribable joy from moment to moment in your daily mundane life, that it begins to transform your life, right? What's wrong with that? So what can it do for a person who's just attached to daily mundane experiences? It can lift you out of the mundane in such a way that you're able to experience joy, bliss in all of your activities, with practice over time, that you're able to recognize your own true nature, which is very freeing, that you're able to stop identifying yourself by what other people think about you, by the politics of the day, by how your friends appear to define you, by peer pressure. Those are all prisons. Those are all prisons. To be free is to be free of all those things. To be free is to be content with your true nature. To be free is to be content with the happiness that comes from a quiet mind. To be free is to be content with the experience of indescribable joy, regardless of what activity you're engaged in on a mundane level. To be free is to love God, love yourself as God. This is the true self-love that so many people lack and that drives people to all kinds of poor mental conditioning and neuroses and psychosis, all because of lack of self-love. People are abused, they abuse each other. This all comes out of fear. So if we look at the qualities that are actually typically embraced in mundane life, what are they? They are fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, frustration, loathing, sarcasm, cynicism, lust, the corruption of greed. These are all qualities that are accepted as a part of worldly life. What can a path such as ours do for you in that situation? It can free you from all those. It can free you from all those poor, debilitating tendencies, not just as a glimpse, not just for 5 minutes, not just for 10 minutes, but forever. Gradually, you're freed from this prison so that you can love yourself and others unconditionally, so that you're not attached to the comings and goings of people in your life for your inner experience and your inner state, You can remain in a state of peace and indescribable joy regardless of who's coming and going in your life, regardless of the relationships that end or the relationships that begin, regardless of whether you've got COVID, so to speak, don't get the test, or not, regardless if you lost your job and got to look for a new job, your dog died, your cat died, your grandmother died, everything dies in this place, or so it appears. But your inner state is never moved away from peace, from joy, from content, from the highest bliss. Now, I'm going to ask you, what's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. That's what this path can give you if it's what you want, in answer to the second question. So thank you for giving me the time.
Yes, thank you for sharing these wonderful words of wisdom with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Nam